Good afternoon, Sydney. How are we feeling today? Yeah, I've got a feeling that there might, correct me if I'm wrong, be some Earpers in the crowd. Yeah, see, normally I have to get people to yell again a little bit louder, but I knew I wouldn't have to do that this time. We've got a couple of extra special guests coming up and joining us all on the stage here today. You may know them better as Waverley Earp and Bobo Del Rey, but they are Dominique, Provost-Chalkley, and Michael Eklund.
Tell that devil to take you back, take you back, take you back. My went from red to black, red to black, red to black. Sweet shot of kerosene. When I threw you back, it poisoned me. 'Cause I gave you all I got to give, and all that ain't the way to live. I told that devil to take you back. I told that devil to take you back.
We've got the real versions too, everyone. And an extra special guest on the stage as well. Flat Cat.
Hello, everybody. I love your accent.
We're moving Flat Cat to a more prominent position here.
Fantastic. There she is, looking fabulous.
Fantastic.
Putting us all to shame.
Now,
How are you guys today? Good.
Awesome.
I think that means
Now, you two have been in the country for a little while now. What have been some highlights?
I moved here.
What?
I decided
How
I
did I know
officially
this?
moved here.
So you didn't even tell me.
No, I was going to break it to you.
Where are you setting up camp?
It's a toss-up between Brisbane and Sydney right now.
Okay.
Melbourne? Okay, Perth it is.
But yeah, you've
I
had
love
a
it.
good
I love
time
it
while
here.
you're here? Yeah,
Amazing.
obviously.
It's my first time in Australia, and I think it's just a beautiful, beautiful place.
it's both of our first times.
Yeah.
Cheers. Yeah, it's been really, really lovely. Me and my mum drove down the coast, which was amazing, from Brisbane to Sydney.
Yeah.
And it was fantastic. Highlights probably were, I went to a little place called, I'm going to butcher this name, but Bellingen?
Yeah, Bellingen, yeah.
Yay! Right? So nice.
Like, we've heard of that place too, woo!
Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. Passed through there very briefly, but it really spoke to me. I was like, this would be my cup of tea, my jam. Any other phrases? And yeah, go on. And then also I went to the Koala Rehabilitation Centre in Fort Macquarie.
Yeah, yeah. Port Macquarie, yep.
Port
Yep,
Macquarie,
Port Macquarie,
not
yep,
Fort.
yep.
Really good. And that was also really, really
Yeah,
nice. Yeah, seeing
awesome.
the koalas and stuff. Michael held a
I
koala.
held a koala.
Oh,
I did not.
how was that?
I have chlamydia.
I warned you.
It's official.
All right, no, they were warned about the drop bears last time.
Don't give my girlfriend chlamydia. Get over here. Jesus.
We're going to play a little bit
Oh,
of a...
yeah, we found out about the drop bears. Cheeky little...
While
cheeky
we're in
little
Brisbane, I
something.
warned them about drop bears.
Oh, my God, baby,
Is it a
baby,
drop bear?
come back here. Oh, hey, oh. She's bending.
Oh no,
Oh,
Flat
we
Cat's
broke her.
having a malfunction. It's not even a wardrobe malfunction, it's just a straight up existence malfunction. All right, are we good?
Is she good?
She's
Okay.
good.
She's so
Okay, she's
protective.
good. She's good. She's good.
Yeah, I just figured out this drop bear thing. Had some Australian friends from back home were like, don't fall for it. They're not real.
Did you know when she told us?
No, I thought they were
You
real.
didn't know, you thought-
No, I went to the zoo asking for the drop bears.
But there really is a page on the Australian National Museum website that just
not falling
explains
for
it
it.
completely straight. It's so funny. Anyway, are we ready to have a bit of a chat today? More than what we're doing right now?
Oh, we know.
The chat begins now.
So,
Tell me.
What we're going to do is play a little bit of a game because I've got some questions that I'd love you to answer as yourselves, but also from the perspective of your characters.
Fabulous.
So the first question is, what talent do you wish you had?
You want to go first?
You go first. I'm going to steal your answer. So.
Okay, I think Waverley would like to play the piano,
Oh, nice.
but like really well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like really well. Like that kind of well. And I would like to be able to speak as many languages as Waverley.
Nice.
Definitely, yeah. For me, it's like the language thing.
Good answers. Bobo would like to have the talent of dance. There is great,
You can see Bobo breaking it down.
right?
What kind of dance?
Well, at Purgatory we have these things called mingles, right? There's every Friday night there's a dance part, and Bobo's never invited because he can't dance. He's ashamed of himself. And Michael, I would love to be able to sing.
Nice.
Yeah, that's it. Just move on
Singing
to the
and
next one.
dancing.
Right? Yeah, singing and dancing. I want to be a showman.
Yeah.
Where is your favorite place in the whole world?
Bobo's is Purgatory because he can't leave.
Any place.
But is it his favorite?
He doesn't know anywhere else. He has no idea what's out there beyond the line. So, yeah, that would be his favorite place. He's heard of places, but he's never been there. And Michael's favorite place is, well, this is where everybody goes, boo, because if I don't say Sydney or... No. But I loved Germany.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I loved Germany. I made a movie in Dresden, Germany once and fell in love with the place. But I also like home. I like Vancouver, Canada.
Lovely. I don't know where my favorite place is. I was just talking about this week. I feel like I'm searching for something much like Belgium, actually, but with a sense of community, small enough, and I feel like I haven't quite come across it yet, that feeling. But I like many places. I love this planet, as you can imagine. I love India. India has a huge place in my heart. Brazil, also love Brazil.
You've been a lot of places.
I have been a lot. I'm very, very fortunate in that respect. And Waverley's favourite place is Nicole's arms. But I think that's the truth. I do.
Of course.
And preferably, they would be on the homestead.
Now, if you had intro music, like a wrestler, what would your song be?
My God.
I don't know what Bobo's would be. The theme song to Winona Earp, I guess. I just heard. My song would be, I got to go with my karaoke song, which is Blaze of Glory by Bon Jovi.
Excellent.
Young Guns 2.
Yeah.
Come on, it's a great song. That would be my theme song. That's my wrestling opening.
Nice.
It's hard.
It's really hard, isn't it? This is what it feels like when you get asked a question and you don't know what the answer is, just so
What
you
was that
know.
song you were singing yesterday?
What song?
You were dancing and singing that song at
What
the
song?
at the interview thing.
Oh, yeah, Valerie. I do love Valerie. That is, yeah,
You love
maybe that
song.
would be.
Go with that one.
Yeah, that's a fantastic answer. I also do a cover of Valerie that maybe one day I'll be able to share with you guys. So yeah, okay, let's go with Valerie, Amy Winehouse.
Nice.
Good choice. And Girls Are Like Guns.
And what?
Girls Are Like Guns. Season 2, I sing it. Waverley sings it.
I haven't
yeah.
seen season 2.
Have you not?
Of course I
Oh
have.
my God. I don't know.
This one might be a little easier. What do you take with you wherever you go?
My guitar.
My charm. That's it. That's it. Just
Yeah,
gonna charge.
and
My
Waverley doesn't ever leave. So
What?
Waverley doesn't leave the homestead, really.
Oh, you just
Yeah,
bring your
so you're
shotgun.
True.
I bring my coat.
Your coat, yeah.
Can't be
Can't
without
go anywhere without it.
All right. Now, here is my last question before we're going to start throwing to the audience. So I'm going to ask you all to raise your hands if you've got something you'd like to ask, and one of our volunteers are going to make their way out to you. When it's your turn to ask a question, they're going to shine a little light around, and it makes it look like a little firefly, and it's kind of nice. So that's how we're going to see you. So you ready? Raise all your hands so that you get to ask a question. Are you ready for this final question?
Ready.
Very, very serious question. Would you rather be a reverse mermaid or a reverse centaur?
So hold on. So a reverse mermaid would be like my head would be a fish, but I would have
Yes.
legs?
Correct.
Well, that would
Okay,
suck.
wait. So, okay,
And what's the other one?
Head is a fish
A
Fish
fish
head?
A fish head
with legs. Just so I just basically just have a fish head, okay?
with legs.
Okay.
Or the horse head with legs.
The horse head with legs.
Would I have to live underwater?
No.
That would be the coolest thing ever. Would I have to live underwater?
You
I
don't have
want
to
to live
judge me.
underwater. No judging. But like, I'd take mermaid underwater. Let's go.
So
Fishies.
reverse mermaid living underwater.
Yeah, I think
Done.
so.
What, did you call it a centaur?
Centaur, yeah.
I'm going with a reverse centaur.
You going with that?
Yeah.
What would you do?
Run around. Horses eat apples, right?
Yeah, sure.
Everyone loves horses.
Everyone does
Not
love
everybody
horses.
loves fish.
Thanks.
I get food poisoning
But
from fish.
mermaids.
Yep.
Everyone loves a mermaid.
Yeah, but it's not really a mermaid. It's a reverse
It is.
mermaid.
It's a reverse mermaid. It's still a valid mermaid.
I see it. as
Fish for a head with legs.
I suppose if we're talking about how many brains we have as well, if it's in
Fish
if
can't
it's
talk.
Fish can horses?
They can make sounds. They can.
Yeah, true.
You're screwed.
Some very serious conversations happening up here today, but let's go to the first audience question over here.
First again. Woo, yay. My question is, if there was like an alternate universe or like an upside down in One Earth, what would it be?
Ooh, cool.
In Winona Earp?
You mean from Stranger Things? The upside
Yeah,
down?
like an upside down.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Or an alternate universe.
Have you seen Stranger Things?
I've seen season 1 and 2.
So you know how like the upside down world,
Yeah, it's like
it's like
it's like hell.
it's like hell, yeah.
And so, what would it be like in Winona Earp?
Maybe it would be where the revenants go.
Oh, that's a good. I'm going with that one too. What it's like when you go to when you go to hell.
Yeah. And I would assume there's lots of fire.
It's awesome.
Yeah, you know more than me. So have you ever thought about what it is like, what Bobo goes through when he goes down there?
I'd have. It's my
you don't
secret.
have, you
It's
don't
my own
have,
personal
you don't
secret.
Have, yeah, you don't have to elaborate.
Come on, it's like the best place. It's all where all the baddest outlaws have gone to
Yeah.
die.
Yeah,
It's a big party.
lots of drinking.
A lot of drinking.
Lots of
Everything,
mayhem.
all the bad stuff.
Yeah.
Bit of dancing.
A lot of bad dancing.
Lots of mingles.
A lot of mingles.
Mingles.
The men to women ratio is like 99% men. It's a fun place.
Next question's over here.
Hi. If your character had a Patronus, what do you think that would look like?
Unicorn. In Harry Potter.
What's a Patronus?
When it's like in Harry Potter.
What? I don't know Harry Potter. I've seen a couple of the movies. Oh, it's a spell. You answer first.
I did. I said unicorn.
Oh,
I don't know if that's a real answer, but I'm taking it. Yeah.
an owl.
No, you'd maybe a fox.
A wolf.
A wolf.
Is Is that a good answer?
Wolf is a great one.
Patronus.
A Patronus.
I'm gonna have to check these Harry Potter things out.
New
hear they're
fangled
pretty
Harry
good.
Potter.
Yeah, the books
I've never
are
seen Game of
incredible.
Thrones.
No, I haven't
No,
seen those.
no, you haven't either.
No.
We're the 2%.
Yeah. But Harry Potter, you should read the books for sure.
I've never read the books.
I actually think I'm going to reread them.
Really?
Yeah.
Can you read them to me?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Can I just get them on audiobook and
Yeah.
with your voice on them?
Take me about a year to do them, but yeah.
Listen to the audiobook, enjoy the books. Do not follow J.K. Rowling on Twitter.
Really?
Just don't do it.
All
Trust
right.
me.
I'm learning
Trust
so
me.
much at this panel.
Trust me. I've got the next question.
I'm so intrigued.
Do you believe this season will get answers to the seemingly innocent but almost certainly insidious vanilla dip donut smell that surrounds Sheriff Hot? And do you have any theories as to what that may be or the cause?
If I heard correctly, it was, do you think we will get any answers about Nicole Hort's vanilla dip donut smell
Yes, correct. Yeah.
and where that might come from?
Yeah. I find it very
That's a question
suspicious.
for you.
You find it very,
Suspicious, very suspicious.
very suspicious, very suspicious. Whew, how to answer that
I
question?
think that's your question.
I hope so. And I think
Where does it come from?
it just oozes out of her.
Out of her what? Finish that sentence.
Pores.
Pores? It oozes,
Oozes
out of her pores.
pores just because she's so pure and beautiful. Can't you see? Or maybe it's just her perfume.
A donut
Vanilla dip donuts.
scented perfume.
Yeah, like a sweet little. If only she could answer.
Our next question is over here.
Hi. Oh, it's loud. Sorry. Have you been rewatching any more episodes? What episode are you up to? Have you seen season 1, episode 9 yet? Again.
Yes.
And so, your thoughts
Thoughts
now
and
that you
feelings.
haven't seen it for a long time?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie. That's the truth. I did.
Which one's season 1, episode 9? What happens in that? I don't remember.
I kissed Nicole for the first time.
How was it?
It was amazing.
Yeah?
No, it was really, really wonderful. I just watched episode 11 last night, and I'm really enjoying it, I must say. Coming from a very different headspace now, looking back, the show is really awesome. I understand why you guys really like it, you know? I think it's weird when you're part of something, it's very hard to get perspective on it, because at the beginning, especially Dominique 3 years ago, was just like, found it very, very, very difficult watching myself, and that experience was warped my whole perception of everything. But yeah, I'm enjoying it so much. Like yesterday's episode was so good, and I'm loving rewatching the whole Willa storyline.
I kissed a girl in episode 9,
Did you?
maybe 10.
Oh yeah,
I kissed Willa.
Oh yeah, but
You
not
weren't
yet.
watching. You were fast forwarding through my scenes, weren't you?
No, you haven't yet. It's coming up, right? 12. Tomorrow, tonight.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Tonight's. I'll let you know how it goes.
Talk about that tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's really cool, and it's actually, I realized that a lot of my answers from the show.
Oh, I thought it was a tattoo, but it's just
Oh no,
marker.
it's just pen. This is what I end up after conventions with, like pen all down my arm from signing. Sorry, to finish what I was saying, I realized that a lot of my answers will probably change over the next little while now, having rewatched it, because it's reminding me of things.
I just like that sound.
Anyway, yeah. So yeah, really enjoying it is the bottom line.
Next question is over here.
Which season would you rather, like, filming wise, did you like season 1 or season 2?
Filming wise.
Like, as in, like, better.
Season 2.
Season 2 also.
I love them all. Season 2, I loved the scenes I got to do with Dominique in the mental asylum. And I got to work with Dominique a lot in season 2. So I'm going with season 2.
Season 2.
Season 2.
For lots of different reasons, but I think primarily what came to my mind was just having already like built the character, understanding who she was, and felt like I could play more in season 2, and I just got more confidence because at the beginning of the first season, I just remember being like, are they going to realize that I'm British? And are they going to put me on the next plane back?
You're so good in season 1.
But you know,
If you weren't confident, you hid it well.
Thank you.
Yeah. You intimidated me.
Come
What
on.
am I going to do in a scene with you?
That's it.
It's true.
Anyway, but yeah, season 2, and it was for many different reasons, and also just because I got to do loads of really cool stuff in season 2, like scenes with you, lots of scenes with you.
You always get to do cool stuff.
I know, and cheerleading, and I can't wait to watch it all. What else did I do? Sang.
Are you going to do a musical?
And Melanie's pregnancy. That was the
yeah.
highlight of season 2. Was living that alongside her was like just the most magical thing I've ever experienced. I hadn't previously been around a pregnant woman in such close proximity. Like I hadn't had any friends that were pregnant yet or anything like that. So I learned a lot. I learned a lot about the fact that it moves and stuff, and you can see it, and you're like, whoa, we'd be in the middle of a scene. I'll never forget the scene. I'm just imagining you being Melanie. The scene.
You remember
on
she
the stairs.
almost like gave birth on set. She was like, not almost, but she was ready.
She was ready to.
It could have happened.
It could have happened.
It didn't.
No. She's always like, what are you talking about? It was fine. Everyone thinks that if you pretend to push, it will come out, but it doesn't work like that. And she makes a very good point, which was, if that was how it worked, loads of women would learn to act to get it out quicker.
Next question is over here.
Is there any insight onto whether or not there's going to be more Lost Girl characters except for Tim? Like you've had Bo, you've had Lauren, you've had pretty much everyone, but what about Kenzie?
It'd be fun. I hear amazing things about her. She's supposed to. Tim raves.
Never seen it?
But you know that we have had actors from Lost Girl on it, right?
Tim.
Anna.
Tim's in Schitt's Creek.
Yeah, also. Yeah. But hopefully.
I'm learning.
Is the answer. Hopefully is the answer.
I don't get out much.
She's supposed to be an absolutely. She's an incredible actress. I've seen a very small amount of Lost Girl, but what I saw in it, I was like, wow. I watched it when I got cast as Waverly, and Tim was like, you're like the Kenzie character. Is that her name? Yeah, just checking. And so I watched it a little bit, and I was like, she's so good. I'm never going to be like that. But yeah, very cool.
Next one over here.
Emotionally and physically, what was your hardest scene to film?
Emotionally and physically. Emotionally and physically. For me, I'm going with any of the scenes that were in the well or in the glass box for myself. No, I take that all back. Emotionally, the treehouse scene with Dominique. And physically, the scenes in the glass box. You put yourself in a glass box with all the lights on set and a fur coat made of wolf. It's a sauna in there. So physically, that was difficult.
Emotionally, Jolene, all of the Jolene scenes, but primarily the climax to the episode. And physically is a tough one, but I think season 1 episode, is it 7? Where the party scene where I have to be in that little gold dress. Huh? Yes, Scissor the Stripper. Yeah, is it 8 or 7? 8. 8. Thanks, Sarah. It's episode 8, and just because it was so cold that day, I will always have.
You're always the coldest.
I'm always the coldest. I'm also just naturally very like a cold-blooded person,
Yes.
believe it or not.
But you have
I
the
get
least
very,
amount
very-
of clothes on than
That is true, especially in season 1.
the
And
winter.
I had to go outside in minus 40 and in that coat. And I think there were a lot of people that were very worried about me afterwards. Lots of people came up to me like, "Are you okay? Seriously?" Because it was so cold that I couldn't even feel the skull in my hand. And I kept looking down to check that it was still there. And they had to cut around it because I was like, "I swear it's not. Oh no, it is okay," because it was so cold. I couldn't feel it. Yeah, that
It's
was pretty
cold.
cold. Yeah.
Next question
Next
is
question.
over here.
Hi. So, as an actor, what sort of films or shows inspired you to, do what you do, or basically as you approach scripts or stuff like that?
What shows and stuff inspire you?
I can answer that one.
Yeah. Mikey's a proper actor.
Shush. Lots of actors. It's not necessarily a show. Other actors inspire me. I have my list of favorites, but the shows I'm into. See, the thing is, why I don't watch like Lost Girl and it's called Lost Girl, Good Girl, Lost Girl, and Game of Thrones. I'm into like shows like Ozark and Mr. Robot, and dramas and stuff like that. But as an actor, I just love, like, Daniel Day-Lewis is one of my favorites, Sam Rockwell, Christian Bale, all those guys. Actors inspire me. Dominique inspires me. You do.
Bless your heart. You're so kind.
You do. All the work you're doing outside of the business, too, that inspires me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the stuff that I look to most. Ellen Page really inspires me. I think she's incredible, both in all of her work that she
You
does.
would love her.
I know.
You guys would be like
I
besties.
already do. Yeah, Brie Larson. I used to really like Jennifer Lawrence. So, not that I don't anymore. I just mean that she inspired me a lot when I was first starting out in the business. Yeah. Those would be my 3 people that come into the top of my head.
Next question is down here.
G'day. Well, that's loud. I was just wondering, the Epic community has brought together so many artists and writers combined. If you could give us a prompt for an artwork or a story that has an Australian theme.
Okay, so we need to do a prompt for an Australian-themed, like, artwork or writing or whatever they're going to do. So we just, Arab community.
This is a big decision.
Avo. Surf. Help me out, Michael.
I still didn't understand the question. I didn't even
Okay,
hear it.
so we just need to basically.
What's the prompt?
So like just a few words or spark of inspiration so that it's then speak create something for an Australian themed thing. So you can just say anything Australian.
Australian what?
So they're gonna then go and like make a piece of artwork.
How y'all going, folks?
Yeah, so like for example,
Having a good day?
Sorry about this, guys. Yeah, keep
Leaping off, I don't understand.
That's
So-
all right.
so you
So what would you all rather be, a reverse mermaid or a reverse centaur?
A reverse centaur.
surf mermaid Avo.
Oh my God.
No idea.
We tried.
We
trying
got
to explain. Yeah.
Yeah, bin
Do you
chicken.
want it to be?
chicken.
Yeah, there you go.
Yay!
Yes. Okay, wait. So let's
My
let's
favorite
make this better for you.
ibis.
Bin chicken in Byron Bay, stealing avos off a surfboard.
Yeah.
It's complex. Have fun.
Done. Done. Next question. Over here.
Hello. Dom, with your work with Start the Wave, it might be a little bit weird because I'm only 16 years old, but it makes me quite proud of you to see you using your platform in such a beautiful way with something that you care about. I was wondering if we're going to see anything in the future from Start the Wave, or where you're hoping to go in that direction.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, and thank you for your patience with this big period of dark that has happened. As you know, I have been busy meeting Earpers all over the world, and that has been extremely time-consuming, and I have struggled a little bit just with such instability to really push forward with the things that I want to do. But what it has done is given me a lot of time and space for this to really start working about what Start the Wave actually is for me. And I feel like I'm really close to having such a clear direction of where it's going to go. And I've got lots of ideas that absolutely are going to come to fruition, hopefully in 2020. And so, yeah, absolutely stay tuned, and thank you for your patience on. I know it's incredibly frustrating. I feel like I started something and then haven't been able to give it the time and love and energy that I want to, but I know that it's absolutely my journey, and though it will be a little while, I hope that it will all be worth it, and we can all make lots of positive change around the world because of it. So thank you. Yeah.
Next question is over here.
Hi. With the tension between Holstein and Wayhot, what do you think would happen if Carmilla...
Yeah. Oh my God, I love those girls. What are you talking about?
What do you think would happen if Carmilla showed up into Purgatory?
That would be awesome. Well, Carmilla would be obviously hanging out with Doc. I mean, with the vampire thing, obviously. Goodness, you, again, we probably can't answer this question, so it's down to me again. I don't know, I think that Waverly and Elise, lovely Elise, what's her name? Laura, sorry, my bad, my brain, would get on really, really well. Or they would clash majorly would be the other thing that could happen. But I think they would get on really well and probably would team up. Woo! And I don't know, what do you think would happen? Where are you?
I'm seeing a silhouette like this.
We should make it happen.
Yeah.
I have been sort of saying to them that they should come and join the Winona universe. That would be fun. It would be good, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Our next question is over here.
Hi, thank you for coming to Australia. If you were to be punished for a sin for all eternity, like being stuck in purgatory, what do you think that sin would be?
I'm so sorry, this music is loud.
Oh, don't make me say it again. If you were to be punished for a sin for all eternity, what do you think that sin would be?
Real life?
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Repent, sinners.
You're punished for a sin. That's opening up a dark door. such a literal person. I'm just thinking of really bad things I've done.
Probably not wanting to share with.
Not that bad.
Oh, okay.
I once stole something.
Oh, you did?
Okay, I'll tell you that story. When I was like 12, I tried shoplifting. So I stole a wallet from a mall.
Oh, not a full wallet.
Like a money wallet.
But did it have money in it?
No.
Okay.
No.
It wasn't someone else's
I
wallet already.
pickpocketed some. No. I went to a store. I took a wallet. I got home. I felt really guilty. I went back the next day. I gave the wallet back, and I put the money on the counter, and left the wallet at the store, thinking that would I repent my sin from stealing. And I still think about it all the time. I've never stolen since.
I don't think you'd go down for that for all of eternity.
It was a bad feeling. I'll never steal again.
I don't know. Gosh, what would?
Have you ever stolen something?
My mum's in the room.
Like candy or.
I have stolen something. My dad taught me to steal.
Other than hearts.
Other than hearts. Stop. No, I'm not sure really what I would get down for. Sorry to be a flop, but maybe
fighting.
I was going to say killing Trump, but then I felt that like like really doing some damage to something political, maybe.
We've got time for 2 more questions. So our second last one is over here.
You guys travel a lot. What's the craziest thing that have ever happened, or what's the craziest thing that you ever did? Thank you.
What's the craziest thing that's ever happened in our lives?
No, and while you're traveling.
And what?
While you're traveling.
While you're traveling. The craziest thing that's ever happened while you're traveling.
When I was in Peru with my mum, wherever she is, we tried to go to Machu Picchu when it was closed because of the mudslides. This was probably in 2009, maybe, something like that. And we decided, there was a lovely man from the village who decided that he could take us even though everything was completely closed. And the adventure that happened for 3 days to try and get there was one of the most intense and scary and amazing things I have ever experienced. We kept getting to places where it was like, we clearly should have turned back. And then he was like, do you want to keep going? And we had moments where we thought we were going to come off the side of the cliff in a van, and that we had to get everybody weighing down the back of the van to try and get around the corner without falling down the cliff. Then they dressed us up as Peruvians to try and get through. There was like guards there. And he was like, yeah, okay, so you're going to put the traditional robe on and go through, and just, if they ask any questions, just like keep your head down. And we were like, oh my God, going through like this. And then they got out machetes and was like, pasaporte. And we're like, ah! It was completely mad. Mental, amazing adventure.
That's
a lot.
my answer. Yeah, that's a good story. Top that, Michael.
Do you guys know what Area 51 is? I went there. I stormed it. No. I did go to Area 51 3 years ago, and a UFO flew over me. About as high as that screen. I was at Area 51, and it got dark, and a pink, about the size of a car, completely silent craft just flew right over my head. That's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to me while I traveled. An alien spaceship flew over my head.
Was it a real alien spaceship?
I don't know what was flying it, but it was about the size of a car. It was pink, It looked like a bean shape, and it was silent, and it just flew over me. And I watched it go off into the sunset.
Wow.
I have no idea what was flying it, but
So a big jelly bean flew through the air?
a big pink jelly bean
Wow.
flew over me.
That's awesome.
All right, time for our final question. Over here.
Hey guys. So, first of all, thank you guys for being here. I love you guys so much. My wife isn't here today, but she told me that I had to tell you, Michael, that Dirk Gently is the best thing that she's ever seen in her life, and she is so bummed about you not being on that and it not existing anymore.
Start over again. I can hear this close.
No, I was just saying that Dirk Gently was great, and it's very sad that it doesn't exist anymore and that there's not going to be any more, because you were very, very good. And my wife messaged me that this morning. She was like, you have to tell Michael that this is the thing. But the question that I have, is in the show, one of the major themes is sort of this idea of there's one person that each character would like do anything for, like for Winona it's Waverly, for Doc it's Winona, like they've got this whole like, there's one person. And I wanted to ask each of you, because for Waverly at the moment she's got two. So that's going to be hard. And for Bobo, would you think that Waverly would be that person for him?
Yes. She's Bobo's angel, right? It would have been Willa. She messed that up. So yes, it would be Waverly. Who else? It's not Doc. It's definitely not Doc. No, it'd be you. I was your imaginary friend.
So does that mean that Waverly has Nicole, Winona, and Bobo?
Who do I got? I got nobody. Right? Who's looking out for Bobo? Who? Weibo.
I look after you.
You just fried my brains and smashed my brains in. So rude. All I've ever done for you.
Maybe Bobo will get a lover and.
I had a lover.
I know.
She's dead. Your sister killed her. She was your sister.
I don't know how to help you out here.
Bobo's life has sucked ever since he ran into the Earps, I'll tell you that. You guys have caused him a lot of grief.
And we could say
But he
the
wouldn't
same about
change
you.
it for a second.
But it's
He
all
loves
worth it,
you.
right?
No.
Well, that is all that we have time for. Thank you so much,
Thank
Dom
you.
and Michael,
Thank you,
for
love.
coming on stage again.
Thanks, guys.
And thank you all for having such awesome questions. Enjoy the rest of Oz Comic Con. I'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
guys.
Bye, guys.